Doodle doodle. 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 In a world where a man has a cold for over a week, in a world where in the same week he achieves very little in terms of his miniature painting, there can only be Esmeralda. Rah! Howdy folks, bit of a Spookytober update / watch me paint, because I'm uploading a few other videos unrelated to Esmeralda here, or at least, well, I guess kind of related to her. They're about how to use Lamy and medium washes and glazes. I started doing some painting on her and I thought, why not combine painting and talking? Because you're not very good at it, Joe, would be probably what most people would say at me, because indeed Joe is my name, and I'm not exceptionally good at painting and talking at the same time, but, you know, I've got a new sort of grip for my camera to hold it steady. I thought, why not just try a bit of a talk and a paint? I want to see how it goes. So all I've really done with Esmeralda since last time we talked is I've been giving her hair a bit of a dry brush. Mostly it looks kind of cool. There's still some quite ugly areas like in there that I can see that need tidying up one way or another. I think it may involve a glaze or several. And right now I'm going to be painting her lovely leather boots, and to do that I've mixed 50/50 Incubi Darkness and Abaddon Black. And now I'm going to be painting them. So I hate painting just sort of a pure black. It never looks quite right for me, I guess, because very little things, or very few things in real life are proper black there, at least, you know, grey black or brown black or, you know, purple black or something. Partly also, and maybe because of this, Games Workshop's black paints always have a strange consistency and sometimes quite a horrible sheen to them. I've never met a black paint that I've particularly been overjoyed at the thought of painting, and I have to say a particularly offensive example of this is... Oh, lean a bit on your leg there, Esmeralda. Let's see if we can tie that up before it dries. Yes, a particularly offensive example of this is the current Imperial primer they sell, which is absolutely horrible. Nope, that's there for now. We'll just have to tie that up later. Oh well, we can do that. I hope. That won't be a problem. Let's get that in focus again. So, things that have been going on in our hobby. There's been a few of the 2014 sort of prospective GW lineups discussed. Everyone seems to agree that we're getting Tyranids in January, and I think model-wise and what I've heard rule-wise, that's probably about time for that. And after them, it's going to be Wood Elves and Dwarves, and maybe Bretonnians. And as someone that loves hymns and fantasy models, that sounds all good to me. Now, my major 40k passion is obviously Imperial Guard, and there is talk of one of the first codexes of the new year being Imperial Guard, probably around May time. However, you know, I'm into the models much more than I'm into the gaming side of things, and currently, I don't know, there's a rumour that they're going to be releasing some Steel Legion plastics, and that's quite cool. I might get some of those. I can imagine at least having some parts there to use for other Imperial Guard projects that I could get going. But as you guys probably know, I'm a real Talon guy. Talon are my thing. I likes me a bit of Talon. So, is there likely to be any specific, well, at least in terms of infantry releases that appeal to me? There might, of course, be more tanks. I have heard, and not really heard, there was a rumour that they're going to get sort of a Walker, sort of, you know, Wraith-y thing. What's it? Is it Wraith Lord? Wraith, you know, the big Eldar thing, the big town. Now I've got the Riptide, haven't they? But, I mean, Imperial Guard don't need one. We've got really big tanks. Or, sorry, they've got really big tanks. I'm not actually one of them. I'm just their painter. They've got big tanks, that's their thing. I can't really see why they'd need a big walker thing. Other than sort of, aliens styly to, move things around. But Forge would already sell a really lovely Sentinel with arm attachments for that sort of end of Aliens, Ripley in the Machine fighting a giant tyrant sort of look. We've got the Beyblade, we don't need any more. It would just be sort of a quite arbitrary thing for, the guys that are making and designing the walkers to be like, don't worry guys, we've got you a walker. No thanks. Yep, I'm quite happy with that apart from that little mark there. Let's see if I can give that a bit of a tidy. So, yeah, that's the lineup now. There were rumours that you probably heard about some sort of Inquisition skirmish game coming out for 40k, which hasn't appeared. I was kind of looking forward to it, mostly because I thought the plastic minis would be really, really cool. And also, part of the reason that I don't game too much, but not the only reason, that laziness is definitely a factor there, but there is a certain factor of, it takes a long time to get a full 40k army together nowadays, especially if you play Imperial Guard, but it's a bit more reasonable to get, a skirmish force together. But mostly the idea of the minis sounded cool and things, so I am currently a bit disappointed that's not come out. Who knows? Maybe it's at least in development, or maybe, I'm going to do a big sneeze. Oh, am I? No, whilst I'm waiting to see if that big sneeze is going to come out or not. I don't know, what do you guys think about the prospect of a 40k skirmish game? I really enjoyed Gork and Walker when that was out many, many moons ago, and liked some of the Necromunda minis. I think anything that sort of, it gives them an excuse to bring out some minis. That's a bit better. That they wouldn't normally bring out in the range. As one-offs and things. I think it'd be cool. I think that'll be okay for now, and then to put another layer of Rakarth flesh over the top. It's one of those things, guys, that to the bare naked eye, or at least my failing eyesight, looks kind of okay, and looks kind of slightly more detailed in the horrible cold light of day of the camera. And also I've got a white light thing on. Now I'll be able to touch that up eventually, that'll be cool. So we've got that done for now. Let's do some highlighting of the robes. So I've not really done a Let's Paint. Well, I've never really done one like this before, so either one or two things happen. Either people will absolutely love hearing me chat on about not particularly anything, or, as I suspect, people will be mostly indifferent to it. But do let me know if you have enjoyed it. It's always nice to hear lovely things. Now, I brought myself Winsor Newton brushes after being recommended them by, I think it's Chris from AGP Minis, who's a great miniature painter, who inspired me a lot when I was first getting into the YouTube minis scene. And I have to say, they are fantastic, but sadly this one's my zero brush, and it is starting to get a bit old and sad. I think I need a new one. And the only problem with that is they're not the cheapest brushes in the world, but, brushes are the sort of thing, like, you don't particularly feel like you want one until you get one, and then you're like, how have I survived so long with a crap old brush? Highlighting. This is just another coat of the Nagoth Night after I made my own wash to put some shades into here. Yeah, I filmed and uploading at the moment a sort of little mini tutorial or how-to about creating glazes with Lamy and Medium for those that are interested. I know there are a couple of people that asked me about them on the last couple of videos. So, yep, Christmas is coming. What are you guys asking for mini-wise? I mean, my big thing, because I've got most of the models I need now, for now. Well, you never really have all the models you need, but, the airbrush is what I really wanted, and that's here now. I'd definitely like some more things like some weathering mediums and things. Those would be quite cool. Things like Vallejo's Liquid Gold range, which is an alcohol-based gold metallic paint. That always looks fantastic. I've been thinking about that. Those are small things. Maybe a new brush set. But there'll be some great new army boxes out, I'm sure, and some deals. So maybe it'd be interesting to see how that's coming out. Now, how's that? No, that looks still pretty grim there. But no, that will touch up. So I hope you enjoyed this little bit of a ramble. I'm not sure now, having talked for 10 minutes, whether I've actually concluded anything or not. But we'll see. I'll play it back and see if it's fit for human consumption. Anyway, hope you guys are okay. On holiday this week, so you should be getting some more videos out of me for those of you that want them. Obviously, those of you that don't, just, damn you. Anyway, love you all. Bye.